preparing your presentations. It's never easy to get on stage and give a presentation like this. So thank you for all your hard work. I saw the practice. I know it's going to go great. And I also want to thank our two TED Talk teachers, Mrs. Shu and Mrs. Erickson, for all your hard work. Thank you very much. And here's Mrs. Erickson.
Good evening and welcome to Wilson School's 2025 TED Ed presentation. We are so excited to introduce our talented 5th grade students who will be sharing their knowledge on a variety of fascinating topics. Each of these students have put in so much effort to research and prepare presentations that are both interesting and educational. Before we begin, let's take a moment to understand what TED Ed is all about. TED Ed is a platform that provides a space for students and educators to share their ideas and knowledge through short, engaging talks. These talks cover a wide range of topics from science and history to art and technology. TED Ed talks are designed to inspire curiosity, spark conversations, and to promote learning. Our 5th grade students have put in countless hours of hard work and dedication to prepare for their talks. They have overcome challenges, refined their ideas, and practiced their presentations to ensure they deliver a memorable experience for all of us. As their teachers, we are immensely proud of your achievements and the growth they have shown throughout this process. We would like to express our gratitude to all of our TED Ed families for your support, enthusiasm, help, and commitment to your child's learning. Also, we would like to extend a thank you to our superintendent of schools, Mr. Gavin, for attending our event and for allowing and providing our students with this wonderful program. Today we celebrate their voices, their ideas, and their potential to make a positive impact on this world. Without further ado, let's sit back, open our minds, and embrace the incredible ideas that our 5th grade students have to share. Get ready to be inspired, challenged, and amazed by the brilliance of our young speakers. Welcome to our TED Ed performance. First up, we have Teddy Coughlin telling us all about the unplugged secret.
Raise your hand if you spend a lot of time scrolling on your phone. Now raise your hand if you're a parent who has a child who spends a lot of time scrolling on their phone. Yes, phones and other devices have many benefits, but there's a whole world of information and opportunities that instantly lie within your hands. Phones give you instant communication to others, and some say even foster independence and responsibility. Even though this is all true, I'm here to share a little secret with all of you. Are you ready? Listen closely. The unplugged secret. I'm here to convince all you people in this room that cell phones actually aren't a great thing for you to have. Kids, even though you probably really want a cell phone, I hope you listen to what I'm about to tell you. Phones and other devices have a lot of negative effects. Did you know that constantly being exposed to blue light is bad for your eyes? It can cause digital eye strain and even disrupt your sleep. Spending all your time on devices can also affect your social skills and relationships. To add to that, you can lose sight of the things that you love. Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there were 5 little kids, and they played outside every day until one of those kids got their iPhone 16 Pro Max for their birthday. Then 5 little kids became 4 little kids, and they played outside every day. See, they lost sight of the things that they loved. To be completely honest, social media can be very bad for you, and every time you log on to another app, there's always a risk for cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is bullying that happens online. Almost every social media website or app opens the possibilities for cyberbullying. An alarming 58% of kids admit that someone has said some mean or hurtful things to them online, and 4 out of 10 kids say this has happened to them more than once. Eliminating phones and social media devices as a whole could decrease these numbers significantly and possibly even end cyberbullying altogether. Did you know that 53% of teachers feel that their students' academic performances have been negatively impacted by their their kids who do well in school don't buy them an iPhone. Also, 72% of people feel that this has affected their students' mental health. It can shorten your attention span too. Listen to this. Using your phone can make you unhappier. It is so hard to control screen time once you're on. Did you know that 2/3 of teens have cell phones and 1/3 of them are addicted? I know most of you probably want a phone. Do you want all this too? Even if everyone else is getting a phone, you may not feel like it, you are the lucky one. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
That was amazing. Next up, we have Charlotte Martino telling us all about the great time thief.
My backpack is so heavy, and my homework is so hard. Why does my teacher assign so much homework? And it's not just hurting my back, it's also hurting my brain. And I have 4 hours of gymnastics later. Look at my schedule. I don't have time. Raise your hand if you think that homework is not necessary after a long day of learning at school. Well, as a fifth grade student that had homework for 6 long years, I think you might be right. Did you know that studies show that schools that assign homework don't perform any better than schools that don't? In 2006, a study was done at Duke University that shows that homework has no academic benefits to elementary school students. It actually is very detrimental, causing stress, less time with family and friends, and can teach kids how to lie. Raise your hand if you've had homework but not completed it entirely by yourself. Exactly! Let me paint you a picture. It's a beautiful sunny day, the birds are singing, and your bike is calling your name. Charlotte! Charlotte! You quickly get your shoes on and the open road to waits you, and your next door neighbor is home, ready to ride. You quickly put one step out the door, and you hear it in again. Charlotte! It's not your bike anymore, it's your mom. Did you do your homework? Nope. In I go, stuck inside, doing multiplication tables for the next 2 hours. Did you know that the average elementary school students spend up to 45 minutes to an hour doing homework each day? That's 200 hours in a year. Imagine what you could do that time. You could learn how to play an instrument, master a sport, or even watch every Star Wars movie 20 times. Let's imagine we're a world where after school, you can play outside and develop social skills, spend quality time with family and friends, pursue your own interests and passions, get enough sleep, and actually be a kid. And if someone says, but homework teaches responsibility, remember responsibility can be learned in many ways, like taking care of a pet, mom, doing chores, or even organizing your own playtime. And no adult ever looked back and said, I wish I had more homework as a kid. And a wise person once said, sometimes the best learning happens when you close your book and open your mind to the world around you. So next time someone says, where's your homework? Just say, someone told me not to do it. Maybe just don't mention that part to your teachers just yet. My name is Charlotte Martino. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Great job, Charlotte. Very convincing. Next up, we have Bella Serrato telling us all about the power of positive thinking.
Raise your hand if you've ever been stressed. Now raise your hand if it's ruined your day. This is why I'm going to teach you why you should think positive instead. Let's start from the beginning. Did you know your brain processes around 6,000 thoughts per day? That's a lot. It's like having a remote control for your life, except instead of changing TV channels, you're changing your experiences through your thoughts. To really understand why positive thoughts help you be a more happy person, I have some facts for you. Did you know people who think positive live 7.5 years longer than pessimists? A pessimist is someone who sees the worst in every situation. And positive thinkers, aka optimists, score 12% higher on the test. So if you're feeling worried about a test, remember to tell yourself you will do great. Optimists have a 50% lower risk of early death because they deal with stress more easily than others. And 90% of our happiness comes from how we see the world around us. I have a really great way to help you think positive in stressful situations. When you feel like everything is going wrong, think of your mind as a garden. Positive thoughts are like planting flowers, and negative thought is like growing a weed. Just like a garden needs care to plant flowers and get rid of weeds, your mind needs positive thoughts to grow beautiful things. Now think of this. Let's say you have a test. A positive thinker might be like, I've studied hard, I can do this. Or even if I make mistakes, I can learn from them. That makes them have less stress, better focus, and usually better grades. A negative thinker might be like, I'm going to fail, I'm not smart enough, or why should I even try? That forces them to have less focus and even worse grades. Raise your hand if you'd rather be the positive person. It might seem easy, but it's harder than you think. Some ways to stay positive are, at night reflect on your day. Think about good things that happened to you, and think of things you could do better tomorrow. Revisit fun memories like vacations or hangouts with friends. What are you looking forward to that makes you happy? I don't know about you, but these things always make me look on the bright side. And remember, being positive isn't about always being happy. It's about turning something negative that might ruin your day into something positive. Thanks for listening. Have a positive day.
Fantastic. Next up to the stage, we have Miss Olivia Young taking us on a trip to Japan.
Konnichiwa, irashaimase. TED Talks are usually where someone shares their opinion on a specific topic, something they're passionate about, an idea worth sharing. Today, my TED Talk was going to be informative. I'm going to share with you information about one of my favorite countries. Let's start here. Have you ever wondered what it's like to live in another country? Well, I'm here to talk to you about what it's like to live in a country all the way on the other side of Asia. Let's get ready, pack our bags, and head on our way to Japan. Japan is an amazing country with its own culture, traditions, and way of life, most of which are a lot different than the way we live in the United States, but some are actually very similar. As a citizen of Japan, you are part of a society that values punctuality and respect for one another. For example, there's a holiday called Obon, which is when people return home to visit their ancestors on their gravesites. In addition, the major religions in Japan are Buddhism and Shintoism. Shintoism beliefs are centered around respect for nature and one's family and the importance of being pure. Buddhism is the belief in the human life cycle. Japan also has inexpensive health care and has some jobs that have the highest paid salaries. Japan is also a very clean and safe country. The pace of life in Japan can be slow and relaxing. Japanese people believe being one with nature is very important. They have many beautiful and peaceful parks where people can visit to relax and spend time admiring what their environment has to offer. Also in Japan, it is seasonally beautiful. Every mid-April, there's a holiday called Hanami, which is when people come to enjoy the cherry blossoms at nearby parks and rivers. Japanese food is outstanding and also very healthy. Some of the most popular foods will probably sound very familiar to you. They are sushi, sashimi, tempura, yakitori, tonkatsu, miso soup, and ramen. Healthy Japanese foods are rice, vegetables, and fish. The Japanese diet is rich in vegetables and seafood. Japan also has a good education system. At 6 years old, the kid starts primary school, which is for 6 years. Then after the 6 years, you move on to secondary education for 3 years in junior high school. After that, you enter high school for 4 years. Lastly, you go to university at 18 years old for 4 years. This is very similar to the education system we have in America. Japan is a country where convenience for citizens is very important. There are so many convenience stores everywhere where you can find anything you need. They are so awesome. Plus, they are well serviced and very clean. For example, if you are really tired after work and you just want to find an easy place to get dinner, you can get a wonderful meal at 7-Eleven or any convenience store near you. People in Japan are friendly. If you want to learn Japanese, there will always be someone to help you learn. Transportation in Japan is very reliable. The subways and trains are convenient and always on time, making it cooking are also popular hobbies in the country. People usually join cooking as a way to relax and unwind, or as a creative outlet to explore new cuisines. Cooking lessons are offered at many hotels, restaurants, and museums. To end my TED Talk, I would love to teach you 3 words of Japanese. Are you ready? I'll say the word and you can repeat after me. Number 1, genki desu ka?
Genki desu ka?
That means how are you in Japanese. Number 2, tedo toku. That means thank you in Japanese. Oh, that means TED Talk in Japanese. And last, sayonara.
Sayonara.
That means goodbye in Japanese. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Thank you, Olivia. Coming to the stage next, we have Madison Taylor, who rode here in this hot pink Jeep on the stage, telling us all about electric cars and gas cars, and which would you choose?
I think we can all agree that pollution is bad for the environment. Who wants to be sitting on the beach, looking up and seeing a gray polluted sky? Did you know that one of the largest contributors to pollution is cars? And that driver has a choice between an electric or gas-powered car. If you were a driver, which car would you pick, electric or gas? Well, let me tell you the facts first before you decide. First, let's talk about the difference in between driving both cars. Gas cars are powered by burning fossil fuels. Driving a gas car burns gasoline, and gasoline is one of the biggest contributors to pollution. Electric cars do not use fossil fuels. They are powered by a battery. Driving an electric car does not cause as much pollution. When an electric car is charging, it is similar to putting a phone in a charger. It takes a little bit to charge, but when it is done, you can use it for hours. Next, let's talk about the difference in between how the cars are built. Earlier, I talked about gas cars and fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are mined from the earth. Mining adds pollution to the air and to the water. Mining also needs to happen every day to power a gas car. While driving an electric car does not cause a lot of pollution, making the batteries does. Making batteries for electric cars can take up a lot of energy from the earth, and we need to dig up special materials from the earth. Even though building the battery can be harmful to the earth, a gas car starts to catch up as soon as it goes its first mile. Lastly, let's talk about the difference in the sounds the cars make. While this has nothing to do with air pollution, some people might consider it noise pollution. Gas cars make a traditional motor sound. Drivers have become used to this sound. Electric cars actually don't naturally make loud sounds. Car makers add special sounds to electric cars to keep people safe. Some electric cars make a soft humming noise, others might make a gentle whoosh sound, and some companies even let you choose different sounds. Burning? In summary, while building an electric car can be more harmful to the environment, it's an environmental cost that's paid once. While burning gasoline is an environmental cost that is paid again and again and again. Now that you know the facts, which one would you buy? Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Amazing, Madison. Great job. Coming to the stage, we have Vivian Eng with From Sidelines to Superstars.
Today, girls can do anything they put their minds to. We've always been able to do it, but we weren't always allowed to. It wasn't until June 23rd, 1976, President Richard Nixon signed Title IX into law. Title IX makes sure all boys and girls in school are treated equally and fairly. Before Title IX, 1 out of 27 girls played high school sports. Now, 9 out of 10 girls play high school sports. Raise your hand if you know a girl or are a girl who plays sports at school. Now imagine if all those hands were down. That was reality before Title IX. Did you know that one time a Boston Marathon organizer was so angry that a woman was running in the 1967 race that they physically tried to remove her from the run? With help of two friends, she was able to break free and finish the race. Thanks to Title IX, girls and women today have just as many opportunities as boys and men. How many of you heard of Billie Jean King? Raise your hand. This woman is a tennis icon and played a huge part in. She played a big role in helping put Title IX into action. What about Simone Biles? Raise your hand if you know who this is. Today, athletes like her have pushed boundaries and inspired girls and women to move from sidelines into the spotlight as superstars. Many Olympic champions even got their start in playing sports because of Title IX. In 1932, girls played basketball in dresses. Can you imagine that? Title IX was given this name because it was the 9th section of the Education Amendment. Before Title IX, women in middle school and high school were required to take some classes and excluded from others like auto mechanics and woodshop. A lot of girls that I know play sports, just like me. I played basketball, softball, surf in the summer, horseback riding, skiing, and dance. And like when my mom was younger, she did horseback riding, soccer, basketball, baseball, dance, skiing, and tennis. Girls really enjoy doing those sports. And if we couldn't do those sports, we would be much more than disappointed. The world would be a much different place. Being allowed to participate in all the sports gives us the chance to be healthy, confident, and driven. Thanks to Title IX, this was all made possible. So ladies, get out on that field, lace up your skates, join the ice hockey team, run, cheer, play flag football. We're lucky that today we have these opportunities. Go get them. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Vivian. That was fantastic. Coming to the stage, we have Diana McElroy with the 8-hour time machine.
Oh, sorry. I got the worst night of sleep last night. Parents, kids, I don't know about you, but as a former toddler, when bedtime rolled around, my hate for it spoke out loudly to say, why do we even need sleep? How many of you can relate? Raise your hands. As a toddler, being told it was bedtime, I would much rather play with my toys, watch my favorite television show, or have that extra scoop of ice cream. Well, I'm here to tell you now that 7 years later, I'm able to answer my very own question. Why do we need sleep? We need sleep for so many reasons. So let's talk about some of the facts. Sleep has the ability to help our bodies heal and grow. Our muscles, bones, and skin all benefit from a good night's sleep. Enough sleep benefits the way you pay attention and how alert you are during the day. If you don't get enough sleep, it can even affect your relationships with your friends, your families, and even your teachers. Unfair thinking when it comes to making decisions and compromises is a direct effect of lack of sleep. The next question you may be asking, how does sleep work? This is something that is shocking to learn and has always amazed me. Sleep happens in stages, or better known as the sleep cycle. Stage 1, or cycle 1, is falling asleep. Yes, you're unconscious, but you're not quite yet in a deep, restful sleep. Stage 2 is deep, restful sleep. Your heart rate slows down and your body is very, very still. Stage 3 is the final stage where your brain gets active and you begin to dream. While you dream, you are doing something called REM, or rapid eye movement, where your eyeballs move quickly under your eyelids while you sleep. After learning all this, I had the question, why do we sleep at nighttime and not daytime? To answer this, I learned that light lets your brain know it's time to wake up. So we go to sleep at night, given that we'll wake up to the morning sun. When we sleep, it's best to have a nice, dark, and cool room. Night provides exactly that, whether you're inside or outside. That's why we sleep sleep at night and not then. Unless it's a much needed day nap. In the long run, well, the moral of the story is go to sleep. You won't regret it in the long run or the morning. Moving on. Oh, wait, I have to go. It's past my bedtime. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Great job, Diana. Next up, telling us all about the superpower of laughter, we have Sophia Morandi. Sophia, what is so funny? Please stop talking and laughing in class.
But Miss Bartolo, laughing's good for you.
Yes, Sophia, not during your math lesson.
Sorry, Miss Bartolo. I'll go back to my seat.
Thank you, Vivian.
Well, I guess I have to agree. Laughing might not be a good thing when you're in class, but when you're out at recess or out of a learning environment, laughing's a really good thing for your mind and body. Have you ever wondered why your stomach hurts after a really good laugh, or why you feel so much better after watching a funny video? Well, get ready to discover the superpower of laughter. Speaking of laughs, who wants to hear a joke? What do you call a sad strawberry? What? A blueberry! When you laugh, your body releases special chemicals called endorphins. These are also called happy hormones. These are the same feel-good chemicals that are released when you eat chocolate or exercise. Now, everyone in the audience, I want you to give me your biggest laugh in 3, 2, 1. Okay. How do you feel? Good, right? Because laughing is like a mini workout for your body. Here are some incredible things that happen when you laugh. Did you know you use about 15 facial muscles every time you laugh? That's like doing face gymnastics. One good laugh can relax your facial muscles up to 45 minutes and burn up to 40 calories. It's also pretty amazing the difference between how many times adults laugh per day and compared to kids. Children laugh about 400 times a day, while adults only laugh up to 15 times a day. Adults, you need to start laughing a lot more. It's good for your benefit. Don't take life too seriously. Laughter can also help you make friends. Laughter together helps people bond, solve disagreements peacefully, and Ms. Bartolo makes learning more fun. Classroom laughter has so many benefits, like reducing stress and test anxiety. It can also help create a more positive learning environment and even make difficult subjects easier to understand. Here are some fun activities that will definitely get you laughing. You can watch a funny video or movie. You can have a silly face contest. You can create funny stories, or you can even create a class joke book. So here's a challenge for you. Each day I want you to learn a new joke and share it with a friend. Laughter is truly amazing medicine that gives us nothing back except so much in return. So whether you're giggling at a silly joke or sharing a laugh with somebody, you're doing something wonderful for your mind and body. So keep laughing. Thank you for listening to my talk.
Excellent, Sophia. We love learning about the power of laughter. Next up, we have Regan Quinn with the secret rainbow on your plate.
Reading the ingredients. Always important to read the ingredients before you eat anything, especially candy.
You gotta tell me more about that.
No problem. Raise your hand if you eat candy. Now raise your hand if you check the ingredients on the back before you eat it. Wow, I'm not surprised. Almost 80% of people do not check the labels before buying their favorite snacks. Did you know that most candy and snacks have artificial dyes added? Artificial food dyes are chemicals added to foods and drinks to give them bright colors. These dyes are not natural. They are made in laboratories. They are also very unhealthy. Many common foods that we enjoy contain these artificial colors, such as Gatorade, Skittles, M&Ms, and especially Toffees. Here are some common artificial dyes in food. The 3 most used artificial dyes in the United States
are red dye 40, yellow dye 5, and yellow dye 6. Scientists have found some worries about these artificial food dyes. Red 40. This may affect how children's brains develop and have been known to cause tumors when tested on animals. Red dye 3. This dye was banned this year in January by the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, because animal studies showed it caused cancer. It's also important to note that some people can have allergic reactions to these artificial dyes. In other countries, artificial dyes are banned or have warning labels, like in Norway, France, Austria, and the UK. Add-ons in Europe do not require warning labels because they are made from all natural ingredients. I think this is so unfair because the US is only getting harmful dyes to make money. Is our health really being risked because artificial dyes have lower costs? This is what I think the US should be concerned about. Children may be eating their favorite snacks and not knowing the harmful ingredients it contains. So next time your friend offers you candy, make sure to read the ingredients on the back. It will definitely benefit your health. Thank you for listening to my TED talk.
Thank you, Ethan. Okay, coming to the stage, we have Vera DiBertola with the big homework struggle.
I'm so tired. I got home so late last night from a softball game. I must have fallen right to sleep. Oh no! My homework! I forgot to do my homework! Hi, I'm Vera, and I'm going to tell you all about why I think homework is a terrible thing. Homework in general has a negative impact on young kids, and there are so many reasons why. First of all, homework creates a lot of stress. I mean, look how I woke up this morning. I got home late from an after-school activity, and I fell right to sleep. The thought of even going to school the next day without my homework makes my stomach flip. After a long day of showing responsibility by making sure I show up to after-school sports and events, the last thing I need to worry about is showing up to school without my homework. Homework also causes stress for parents. If you're a parent and your kid's homework affects you, raise your hand. Research shows that most kids need their parents to help them because they don't understand their homework or they just want somebody else to do it for them. And you can't blame us. Our brains are exhausted. Also, 95% of parents have to check if their kid even did their homework. And that's a lot of work. Also, I don't think my mom can check my homework. She doesn't even know math anymore. It's a whole new curriculum. Thank goodness for Alexa when it comes to solving multiplication. Another reason why giving homework is a bad thing is because most kids have after-school activities, like me, and they might not have a lot of time to do their homework. This forces them to have to stay really late. And I know from experience that if you go to sleep really late, you'll definitely wake up cranky the next morning. Raise your hand if you'll wake up cranky after a not good night's of sleep too. That's a lot of hands. Homework can also lead to sleep deprivation, which means that you're not getting enough sleep. That can affect your whole body. Don't our teachers want us to be healthy? And we learn so much in school. Why do we need to learn more right after our day ends? After school is supposed to be our time to relax on the couch watching TV. I know that my little sister Nina, who's in kindergarten, is definitely not used to how long the school day is. And now imagine being her or her sister. Now she has to worry about doing homework too, and she's never happy about this. And adding her after-school activities, disaster. How many of you can relate to being tired after a long day of school or work? Well, now imagine that you're 6. Being a kid should not include all this extra work. We just want to be normal. Hang out with our friends on a nice day, go to SST, volleyball, softball, art class. We have lives outside of school. Here's some fast facts about the big homework struggle. 1. Homework can cause anxiety because of peer pressure to finish an assignment or peer poor grades. 2. Because of all the stress, kids can suffer from stomach problems, weight loss, or even poor eating habits. 3. Studies show that homework can have a negative impact on test scores in the long run. 4. Homework can also lead to burnout, which means that the kid loses interest all together. And I don't think you want that. And 5, homework can make it difficult for kids to develop social skills, limiting their time with friends. So teachers, homework is not benefiting your students. It's actually having a negative impact. Vera! Sorry, my mom's calling me. Mom, can I have my homework? I'll try. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
That was a great TED Talk, Vera. Thank you so much. Next up, we have Scarlett Donovan with the Sleepless Jitters.
Scarlett, go to sleep. Our flight is early tomorrow, and if we miss it, we'll never make it to Disney when the gates open. How do my parents just expect me to go to sleep after that? Oh. Have you ever noticed how impossible it is to fall asleep before something super exciting? Maybe it's Christmas Eve, your birthday, or a big trip to Disney World. And your parents say, go to sleep. Like you can just snap your fingers and you're into dream world. So you try to go to sleep, but your brain immediately says, no, not happening. What if we miss our flight? Will lines be long for every single ride? What kind of ice cream will I get there? Should I wear my bedazzled pink Mickey Mouse ears or my blue ones? Well, you're not alone. This happens to me all the time, and probably to most of you. Here's a fact. When you're so excited, especially for an upcoming event, your body releases a chemical called dopamine. It's like a surge of this chemical. A voice tells you, this is going to be awesome. Think of it like your brain is saying sleep, but who needs sleep when there's fun coming tomorrow? Being excited is normal, and not sleeping before big events is just part of being human. Even though you might be really tired, the next day normally gives you enough energy, enough excitement to do whatever special thing you're looking forward to. Today, I'm here to give some advice. Ways to calm your brain down. Ways to lower your dopamine levels and get the rest you badly want. First, mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness is a great way to reduce anxiety and promote relaxation. Second, writing in your journal is a great way to calm your brain down. Reflect on your feelings and write down your expectations for the upcoming days. Doing this can help you process your emotions and prevent your mind from keeping you awake. Third, listening to music. Putting on calming music or sounds can help your brain relax. These are just some ways that you can signal your body that it's time to wind down. They can prepare you for a better night's sleep and allow you to be well rested for the next activities. So next time you're lying awake, remember, your brain isn't trying to drive you crazy. It's just really excited about what's coming next. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. Your brain is like your own personal celebration machine. Hi, I'm Scarlett, and thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Great job, Scarlett. Thank you. Coming to the stage next, we have Megan Theobule telling us why it's important to live in the moment.
Be present, live your life in the here and now, live your life in this moment. Living in the moment is a really hard thing to do. We all have so many responsibilities. We all wait anxiously for the next exciting event to happen. Everyone, let's sit quietly for 3 seconds. I want you to think about only where you are and what you're doing right now. Difficult, right? Did you know about 47% of the time when you're trying to concentrate, your mind is wandering somewhere else? This can be because of a lot of different reasons. Procrastination, lack of interest, self-doubt, or unaddressed fears. You name it. Living in the moment is a really hard thing to do. We must try to do it though. I am here to give you some tips on how to live in the moment, be present, live your life Here's something amazing that I want to share with you. Researchers found that people who practice living in the moment are 15% less likely to feel stressed, 28% are more likely to report feeling happy. 31%, these people are better at focusing on tasks. Think about your favorite movie. Now imagine watching it while also reading a book, playing a video game, and doing homework. Would you enjoy it as much? Of course not. That's exactly what we're doing to our lives when we're not present. You know what's ironic? We spend too much time taking photos to remember them later that we forget to actually live them. It's like recording a concert through your phone and watching the whole thing on a tiny screen. Living in the moment isn't some fancy idea. It's a practical way to feel happier. Remember, enjoy life's simple pleasures to reduce stress and anxiety. 2 great strategies for staying in the moment are practicing mindfulness and meditation. You can breathe deeply, do a body scan, journal, or even do yoga. I have an idea. Let's try breathing activity. Everyone, all together, I want you to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, holding one for 3 seconds. Are you ready? Take a deep breath in and breathe out. 1. Great job. I hope you can feel the difference in the way you feel. So here's my challenge for you. For the next 24 hours, try to catch yourself when your mind is wandering. Bring it back to the present moment by using mindfulness. Notice the little things, the taste of breakfast, the feeling of sunshine, or even the sound of your teacher's voice. Okay, maybe not that one. Remember, yesterday is history, tomorrow is mystery, but today is a gift. That's why living in the moment is so important. Don't wait for the storm to pass. Learn how to dance in the rain. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Thank you, Megan. That was amazing. Next to the stage, we have a presentation on being social, making friends by Hannah Hardenberg.
Have you ever been too shy to talk to someone or make a friend? Raise your hand if you have. I know I have, but it's super important to be social, even if it just means having a short conversation with a classmate. Let me tell you a story. Last year, only one of my friends was in my dance class, and it was at 4 o'clock every Thursday, which is practically right after school. I always told my mom that I didn't want to go because I didn't know anybody, but if I knew people in the class or wasn't too shy to talk to them, then I probably would have wanted to go. The worst part was all of them seemed super friendly and nice. I also loved to dance. I was just too shy to make the first move. Did you know that people with strong and loyal friendships are normally happier than someone with rude or fake friends? Social connections can also build our confidence. This is because when we have friends who cheer us on, give us positive feedback, make us feel like we're not alone with our fears, give us encouragement, they can all give our confidence a huge boost. Research says our brains actually release feel-good chemicals. So cool, right? These chemicals are called serotonin, endorphins, and dopamine. Serotonin acts like a messenger, helping your brain and body work together. Endorphins are like your body's natural happy chemicals. They get released when you're doing something fun, like playing games, dancing, or even just laughing. They also help you handle pain a little bit better, kind of like a natural pain reliever. Dopamine makes you feel happy and motivated, like a reward system telling you something is fun or good, making you want to do it again. Thinking back to that dance class, there are definitely steps that I could have taken to help me be more confident and social. Role-playing is a great way to practice being in social situations and to build confidence. But believing in yourself, this is key. Believing in yourself can make all the difference. Today, maybe smile at a stranger, and it won't only make the stranger feel good, but it also might make you feel good. Did you know that? Wow, I really wish I had a friend to help me out. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk.
Great job, Hannah. We love that. Next up, we have Owen May McClune, telling us why practice makes success. Hold on a second. She forgot something. That's fine. All right. Again, Owen made the clue with white congratulations. Yes.
Looks like I'm terrible at juggling, right? But all I really need to do is practice. It's easy. Just take a few minutes to practice whatever the skills that you're trying to master. If you don't have enough room or don't have the equipment, just practice the motion. Wait, hold on a second. I know what you're all wondering. What about instruments or other activities? Same thing. You can always get help by a trusted adult even if they don't know the skill. People aren't born and chosen for success. They practice. Practice is what helps you achieve your dreams. Raise your hand if you know who Simone Biles is. That's right, you all know her. She's a well-known American gymnast with the most Olympic medals. She's also the most decorated gymnast in championships history. Would you believe that Simone actually started late in gymnastics? That's right. Simone Biles didn't start gymnastics until she was 6 years old, but she made up for it with her raw talent and work ethic. At 7, she trained about 16 hours a week, and by 14 years old, she was training 32 hours a week. That's almost a full-time job. If you don't think that's true, let me tell you what is. Practice builds up a lot of focus, and that helps you be successful. It can help improve skills by strengthening pathways in your brain, leading to faster and better skill execution and more of an automatic performance. In the end, practice helps a person reach higher levels of expertise. Raise your hand if you play a sport. Raise your hand if you go to art classes or play an instrument. To really get better at anything, practice is what is key. My mom taught me this. She says that fail means first attempt in learning. That means if you mess up the first time you try to attempt the activity, don't give up. Try a different strategy. You have to keep trying and never give up. Malcolm Gladwell's book is called Outliers. It's a cool book that talks about different reasons why people become successful. His research emphasizes the 10,000 hour rule, which means that only after completing 10,000 hours of focused practice can you master your field. This rule highlights the importance of dedication and persistence in order to have a high level of skill. Well, it looks like I have a lot of practicing to do, but if I put in the work, maybe I could be a world champion one day. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Fantastic. Oh, May, that was so great. Thank you. Coming to the stage, we have Ruby Reardon, Adventure Awaits, a Sleepaway Summer.
It's officially summer vacation. Do you know what that means? Just a few days until I leave for sleepaway camp. Ruby, hurry up. Pack your bags. We're leaving in 10 minutes. The first time I went to sleepaway camp, I knew no one there except my cousin, and she's 4 years older than me. What would it be like away from my family, my home? Would I get homesick? What if I knew no one there and I wouldn't make a single friend? Flashing back to the first day. Yes, I was nervous, a little bit sad. But picture this, a sparkling blue lake, thousands of cabins, lines of canoes, so many kids with welcoming smile, and don't forget the water trampoline. Those feelings didn't last very long. Sure enough, I made a friend within the first day. Now, I won't lie to you, you do get homesick once or twice. There will be days when you're sad, but spending your summer at sleepaway camp is so worth it. Here's why. First, independence. Going to sleepaway camp helps kids build their independence. You can learn this through making your bed and cleaning your cabin. This is your home for a long period of time, so you'll want to keep it clean. And it's also part of your daily chores. If you keep your space clean at my camp, you could even win the award for the healthiest cabin. Second, one of the best parts of sleepaway camp is making friends that will last a lifetime. New friends can be from other states. My best friend, last summer, used to live in the country of Chile. I've learned so much about their life there. Each year when you return to camp, your friendships only grow stronger. Next, sleepaway camp is a perfect place to try new things like paddling, canoeing, arts and crafts, and there are even opportunities to ride rope lines and participate in extreme sports. Also, back to that water trampoline, that is awesome. My favorite at sleepaway camp is Just Dance. Lastly, going to sleepaway camp gets you away from technology. This might sound like a total nightmare to kids my age, but the alternative activities are so much better. Here's why. Making friends, drawing, writing letters to connect you to home. My favorite is hanging out with friends because it's always snack time. Now what else? If you're scared, don't worry. Being scared is part of the journey of wanting to go to sleepaway camp. The night before I went, I was scared to death. But all that fear goes away once you're there, I promise. Maybe your parents are scared. A trip to the Shokin is a great chance to see what it's like to let your kids go on your own. Sleepaway camp also do have the best staff of counselors you could ask for. Being homesick is also a big fear when it comes to sleepaway camp, but guess what? If you're feeling upset, your counselors will always bring you to call a parent or a guardian. I can speak through my experience. This won't happen in a million years. If you're gonna have so much fun that you'll forget about being back home. In conclusion, raise your hand if you want to go to sleepaway camp. Okay, parents, make this happen. Kids, pack your bags and get ready to have the best summer at sleepaway camp. Hope to see you all this summer. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Thank you, Ruby. Okay, last but not least, coming to the stage, we have a TED Talk on the ripple effect of organization given by Victoria D'Agostino.
Raise your hand if you've ever lost something important and spent way too long looking for it. Now keep your hand up if that ever made you feel stressed or frustrated. Well, you're not alone. Did you know the average person spends 2.5 weeks looking for lost items? That's like missing half your summer vacation. Scientists have discovered something amazing. Our physical space actually affects our brain. When our space is messy, our brain has to work extra hard, like trying to do homework while 10 people are talking at once. A study from Princeton University found that when there's clutter in our view, it actually competes for our brain's attention. It's like having too many apps open on your phone at once. Everything starts to run slower. Let's try a quick experiment. Everyone close your eyes. Imagine your bedroom super messy. Clothes everywhere, paper scattered, toys all over the floor. How does that make you feel? Okay, now close your eyes again. But this time, imagine your bedroom perfectly organized. Everything's in its place, clean surfaces, clear floor. Okay, who felt more relaxed than the organizer? Good. Did you know that people with organized workspaces are 40% more likely to make healthy food choices, and 77% of people feel more productive in a clean and organized environment? Organization is like a superpower. It spreads to other parts of your life. It's like an amazing ripple effect. When your room is organized, your thoughts become more organized too. It's like your brain saying, hey, if my sock drawer can be this neat, so can my math room. And here's something funny. A study showed that people with organized rooms are more likely to be on time for appointments. So next time you're late for school, don't blame your alarm clock. Blame the pile of dirty clothes on your chair. So everyone, here's my challenge for you. Start small. Choose one space, maybe a desk or a backpack. Organize it for only 10 minutes a day. Scientists say it takes 21 days to break a habit. So if you do this for 3 weeks, you'll become an organization superhero. And remember this fun fact. People who make their beds in the morning are 19% more likely to report getting a better night's sleep. It's like your bed saying thank you by giving you sweet dreams. Let's do a little Q&A. I'll ask you a question and you raise your hand and wait to be called on. 1. What's one space in your life that you could organize better? Ruby. 2. What's one organization habit
that they could start today. Violet, do you agree? Okay. Oh, Scarlett. And third, how does a messy space make you feel compared to a clean space? Diana.
When I'm in a messy space, I feel stressed. When I'm in a clean space, I feel organized.
I love all these answers. Being organized isn't about being perfect. It's about making your life easier and your mind clear. So remember, next time your parents ask you to clean your room, you're not just organizing your space, you're organizing your future success. I'll leave you with one last amazing fact. Studies show that reducing clutter can reduce stress levels by up to 40%. That's like getting an extra scoop of ice cream for your brain. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go clean our room. I really want that extra scoop of ice cream. Thanks for listening to my kids.
Thank you, Victoria. That was absolutely amazing. Give everyone a round of applause.
I can't tell you how impressed I am. I know how much hard work goes into just researching those topics, picking the topics, putting that all together, coming up with little hooks, including the facts, and the way that you were able to memorize all those and deliver amazing speeches. I am blown away. You make me very proud. Thank you very much for those parents. I hope that you enjoyed them, and I know how much work Mrs. Erickson and Mrs. Shue put into those. So thank you. Mrs. Shue, anything? Okay. Great job.